In the village of Gokul, young Krishna was known for his mischievous pranks, particularly his fondness for butter. Despite Yashoda's efforts to keep the butter safe, Krishna would find clever ways to steal it, much to the delight of his friends and the frustration of his mother. One day, Yashoda noticed that all the butter pots in her house had been raided yet again. She decided to catch Krishna in the act. She found him sitting on an overturned mortar, distributing butter to monkeys. His cheeks were smeared with butter, and he looked utterly unrepentant. "Krishna!" Yashoda called out, her voice firm yet filled with affection. Startled, Krishna tried to flee, but Yashoda managed to grab him by his tiny hand. "You've been very naughty today. No more excuses." Determined to discipline her son, Yashoda decided to tie Krishna to the wooden grinding mortar as a form of punishment. She found a rope and attempted to bind his hands. However, to her amazement, the rope was 2 fingers too short. She fetched another piece of rope and tied it to the first, but still it fell short. No matter how many ropes she added, they were always too short. Yashoda was perplexed. She was a simple village woman, unaware that Krishna was the supreme lord who cannot be bound by material means. Yet her deep love and determination to discipline him transcended logic. Exhausted but unwavering, Yashoda's eyes brimmed with tears. Seeing her sincerity and maternal love, Krishna, out of his infinite mercy, allowed himself to be bound. This moment became a profound demonstration of the principle that the Lord, though infinite, submits to the love of his devotees. Tied to the grinding mortar, Krishna began to crawl towards a pair of twin Arjuna trees that stood in the courtyard. As he moved, the heavy mortar dragged behind him. When he reached the trees, Krishna pulled the mortar between them, and with a divine force, the trees crashed to the ground. From the fallen trees emerged 2 radiant demigods, Nalakuvara and Manigriva, who had been cursed by the sage Narada to become trees for their arrogance. They bowed before Krishna and offered prayers of gratitude. "O Lord," they said, "you have liberated us from this curse. We are eternally indebted to your mercy." Krishna smiled and blessed them. They returned to their heavenly abode, their hearts transformed by the grace of the Lord.